Okay. Subheadings are very good. Do you know the meaning also?
Starting.
Really? Okay, good. If you know that, it's very good.
ఇదే కదా
Subheadings, you got
వాట్సాప్
100 out of
పంపుతున్నాను
100
ఫోటో.
marks. But I don't know whether you are full confident about it or not. Are you confident? Yes. Can I ask somebody else? Who will answer my question? Raise your hands, boys. Who will answer my questions? Nobody. Boys are fearing when I am here. Girls, who will answer my question? Nobody. How can you say, guys? So they are very bold girls. They will answer. Raise your hands. So they are observing like how, when bowler is putting the ball and they are observing how he will throw the ball, like they are observing. I don't ask girls two questions because they are always in my soft corner. I don't ask girls. If I ask girls question, I myself will feel very much tension first of all. Boys, no tension at all. Boys, no tension. I will ask direct question. Girls means I don't know how it is. I feel very soft corner for them. Girls are supposed to do the work. I hope always they are sincere. But if anybody not sincere, I can't do anything else. Sincere in the sense subject wise. Okay, students, anyhow. Very good. So shall I start the discussion? Yes. Now, Aditi Verma. So when you will start the Jupyter notebook, Jupyter notebook is simple. I can write the same code in that and I can execute it. I can execute the same code. I can start executing the same code and I can put it. Right? Nothing is difficult, student. Aditi Verma. I will explain, don't worry about it. If you want, I can go for it. So what's new? His name is What's New. What's new? What is your name? Something new. Students are always creative. My dear student, what's new? What is your name? So, okay, what's new? Not saying. Okay, students, shall I go to the next one? Right. Yes, ma. Praveen Kumar. I'll show. Pawan Kalyana. Yeah, I know that you are not Pawan Kalyana. I know that. You are not Pawan Kalyana. I know that. So, he's not Pawan Kalyana. I know that. He's different. That's why you say what's new. Okay, students. Now I'll go for continuation example of it. I'll take a new program. File open example 1, file open example 2. Right. Balu Reddy. Armstrong number. Please explain Armstrong number. It's very simple. 153, because they are not allowing me to enter into the subject. 153, you take it. Each digit is cube, you do it. 1 cube plus 5 cube. Next is called 3 cube. 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. Each digit cube, you take it. This is 1 cube means 1. 5 cube means what is that? 5 into 5 into 5. 125 plus 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, which is equal to what? 153. So 153 is equal to 153. Sum of the cubes of the digits is equal to given number. It is called what? Armstrong number. Armstrong number. These are all very simple things. How do you get the digits? There are so many ways are there. One is by using what? Given number percentage 10. It will give you what? 3. 3 cube, 5 cube, 1 cube, etc. It will be given. Okay, in middle if you want, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. So leap year or not, there is a percentage 4, percentage 10, percentage some 100 is there. That also, it's very simple things there. So let me come to this discussion. Now I'm going to say open example 2. So this is called which mode it is? Which mode? Double E mode. Let me take up this. Let me take up this, students. I'll go to this place. Any of you have seen it in that place? Because let me do some better visibility here. I'll go to this edit plus and I will paste it here. Let me do some new example here. Same continuation process. I am going to say this is called what here? FP. Type of FP. I'm going to use some new things here, students. Please follow me. FP. Type of FP. I am writing here FP. FP I am going to write it. File open example2.py, creating a new file. I am creating one more file here today. Student1.data of W. And after that, I am going to write it with open. You have already done. Today we are going to do what? With open, or let it be with open, or I can say students. Let me continue the previous one. Student1.data, W mode, type of FP, file opened in write mode successfully. Now I want to print some extra points I want to prepare. Let me execute. Go to this place. Under that, I go to this place. Say here D column. Say 6 p.m. I'm going to take it. Files. I say here files. Some topic name files. Inside of it, I'll save this part. File open example2. Coming to the command prompt. D colon. I say here Python 6 p.m. CD files I'm taking. There I will go for taking. Run this code. py. The thing is, type of FP is what? Text IO wrapper. File opened successfully in write mode. Now after that, come in. After that, I'll go for getting some information in this case. What is that information? I'm going to print it. Carefully follow. So some additional information I would like to print. This is one thing you already aware of it. Before going to further discussion today, some extra information I'm printing. Take care. Print of name of the file. Name of the file is equal to comma FP dot. What is FP? Object of file pointer. Object of file pointer dot name. There is an attribute in FP. FP is an object of text IO wrapper. It is an object of text IO wrapper. In that object, there is an attribute called what? Name, which will print name of the file. What is the file name? Which was already created, student. It was already created. What is that file name? Student1.data. What is the size? 0. Because no data present inside. FP.name. Execute it. Py. So here you say execute it. You see what happens here. Okay, I did not save it, students. Control S. You see what is the name of the file? Student.data. Student.data. What is an attribute here? FP.name. FP.name. Next, print of file mode. File mode is equal to what is the name of the mode? FP dot what is this? Mode. FP dot mode. The mode will give you what? Which mode you are using it. What is that mode? W. What is the mode name? W. These are all called extra information about the file. Print of is this file readable? Is this file readable? Come on. No. I'll say, is this file readable? No. In this function, FP dot, there is a function called what? Readable. READ. ABLE. Readable. There is a function called readable. I'm getting some information about your file pointer object. Execute and see, students. Is this file readable? False. Because we are opening in where? So with the W, I can write only the data. We cannot read. Similarly, there is a function. Is this file writable? Come on. Is this file writable? Yes. So I will say here, what is this now? Writable. Writable means what? True. True. You see that now? Is this file writable? True. See how I am getting the file name with an attribute name. What is the mode? F mode. Is it readable? False. Is this file writable? True. True. Are you able to follow? Next, I'm going to say one more thing. print of is this file is this file is this file closed? Is this file closed? Come on. False. Is this file closed? How do you decide? fp dot closed. There is an attribute called closed attribute. See in its color. Name, mode, readable, writable. Readable and writable are functions. Name and mode are called what? Attributes. And what is this closed attribute? Which is going to print what here? False. Very simple. Very simple. It is going to be given what? False. If at all you want to close this file, if at all you want to close this file, you need to say what? fp dot close. Now I am writing, is this file closed before what function? Before which function? Close function. Is this file closed? Is this file closed? Is this file closed after close? What is this? It is going to print what? True. Please execute. See this now carefully. What is this? Is this file closed after close? That means I am closing my file explicitly by using what? Close function. I opened it by using this one. I am closing this by using what function? Close function. Is it understandable, students? Similarly, if you take it, our previous program, here you say, example 1, read mode you see. This information also, I will get it. Okay, no problem. Here only I will do it. Here only, in PyCharm only I will show you. This part is there, na? Take care. I am writing this statement in where? Try block. If no file is there, it will go to which block? If no file is there, go to which block? Except block. If this file is opened successfully, it will come to where? Else block. In else block, what I am writing now? File opened successfully in which mode? Come on, students. Read mode. What should I do next? I will say, whatever information is there here, can I get as it is? This part, I will bring it. This part, I will bring it because Python coding is similar, students. I am going to write it, this part as it is, into this place. In this else part, take care. File opened in read mode successfully. Type of FP is called what? Type of FP. FP means I will write here, no problem. I will take FP. FP. So that no problem. File opened successfully, this I will remove. Since I copied, na, same message is coming. Name of the file is fp.open. File mode is fp.mode. Is this file readable? fp.readable. Is this file writable? fp.writable. Is this file closed? Before what? Close. What is this? False. Now I am going to write it. Run this code, my dear students, once. Run this code. See the information. File read opened successfully. Student.data. R mode. Is it readable? True. Is it writable? False. Is the file closed? False. Now go to this place and say now what I am going to next. Which block I am going? So I told already in a finally block. First point I said finally block is meant for what? Closing the file, releasing the resources I said. Do you remember that? Print of, I am from which block? Finally block. I am from finally block. fp dot what? Close. fp dot close. So I'm going to write it. I'm saying here, is this file closed? Is the file closed? In which block? After close, in which block? Finally block. Of course, finally block. Already you have written, I am from finally block. Run this code, my dear students. Run this code. What is happening? I am from finally block. Is this file closed before, after close? Sorry. I will write the message here. What? After. Execute this, ma. Execute this. I am from finally block. Is this file closed after close function? True. Is this file closed before close function? Yes. Are you able to follow me? Yes. So this is related to what? I can write the same type of thing either in read mode or in this place. I will write, for example, this is called what? Information related to what? Opening the file in read mode. Go to, of course, the same mechanism. I will go to with open as mechanism. I will explain with open. Shall I go to that? You see, now I am opening. Create a new file student 3 dot 2 dot data. Create a new file student 2 dot data with by using which option student? With open as approach. With open as approach. See students 3 dot 3 dot 3 dot. Come on, I'll say here. Already you know na? Remove this. Tell me now. With open, what is my file name? stud2 dot data, comma, W. I will change the modes here now itself. Yes, FP. Say pass. Are you understanding up to that line? Easy or difficult? Easy. Inside of that, I will say slowly, I'll bring that statements. What are the statements I am bringing? I am bringing the statements. Where I am writing, you clearly try to observe. Where I am writing this entire thing? Within the indentation block. Yes. This is within the indentation block. Is this file closed? Before close, nothing is there. Is this file closed? Within true. Within indentation block of what? With open. Correct or not? With open. What is the answer is coming? False. Within the indentation, file is active. Means what? It is still in active mode only. Yes, it is false. Now, you see, I will write the same statement after see my line, observe it, line number 13. Is this file closed? After or out of, I will write it. Out of what? Indentation block with open. I automatically said in the last class also, true. There is no close function, nothing is there. This difference you need to observe, students. Save this code. Come out of that. Execute it. PY. See students. You see students carefully. Everything is same as previous. Within the indentation block it is. That means it is active. Once you are out of that, is it closed or not? Yes, that is called what? True. Are we using any FP dot close here? That is nothing but which property? Auto closable property. So with open will close the file automatically when you are coming out of which block? With indentation block. Able to follow now? So coming to the point of it, who is that student? What is the shortcut key for changing line 4 to 8 into indentation block? My dear student, I did not understand 4 to 8. 4 to 8. What is that? What is there, ma? So, my dear student, you are asking something I am not getting. What is the shortcut key for changing line 4 to 8 into indentation block? Okay. So you are understanding that student doubt by yourself. So because you are a student now, friendship is there. Student friendship is there because I did not understand. Yeah. Kasi is saying that select 4 to 8 and then press tab. So 4 to 8, 4 to 8, select it and press tab. They are saying like that. Okay. Now what is this comes under? These are all, this is comes under what and this is comes under what? And this is comes under what? Don't experiment, my dear student. So don't want to go for such doubts, please. Don't want to go for such doubts, please. Please don't ask such doubts. It's very dangerous doubts. Okay. Shall I move forward? Did you understand with open here? Now, let's move to another example. Next, I'm going to next one. Try to see this carefully. I'm going to enter into next level. Go to file open example 4.py. File open example 4.py. Student dot, I'm going to write it here. A. Store write mode only I'm taking. Save this code. Save this code. So here under this A mode. A mode means already you know. Is it readable? Come on. No. Is it writable? Already almost everything explained. Explained everything. Take care, students. Please read the notes and then come to the class daily. What is the mode here? A. Is this readable? Is this writable? Yes. Because you know A will do that. Now I am taking what here? R plus. Which one? R plus. Is this file was already there in my system or not? Yes, it was there. R plus. Be careful. Is it readable? Readable, yes. Is it writable? Yes. It is readable after write only. That means it is readable as well as when to read, when to write, I wrote conceptually. So it is both of them are true only will come. Did you understand? Earlier it is called what? A mode, false reading, and true is writing. Actually, should not take this much time. Is it readable? Is it writable? Hence it indicates R plus can do what? Yes. Now I am writing what here? W plus. W plus. Same answer. What is the mode here? It is also possible to read and write. Yesterday I told you what is R plus and W plus clearly with exception names. Take care. Next I will go for what here? A plus also. A plus also. So for providing you confidence of doing read and write, A plus also. Done. By default, actively out of indentation is called automatically closed. Next I am going to write it what here? X. I am going to use X. X. What is that? Okay. Now it is called what? X I am using. What is the student2.py already there or not? As you see student, you execute it. Before that, you see dir once 1 minute. Student2.data there or not? But I am opening in which mode? Will it be opened? No. Definitely exception will come or not? What is that exception? File exist error will come. You run this code, file exist error came or not? So I will write it, the same code, I will write it separately. Here I will write separately. I will write it, one exception I will write it, students. In this case, I don't want to change this X, students. Let it be. It is W plus A plus you experiment it. Now I am going to say last and final. This is called 5 opened in where? X mode. That time you see, you are definitely getting file exist error. After that, I will write exception. So see students, you run this now. 5.py exception is coming. I will write it now. Go to the place. Tell me now. Try block. Now I am writing. Saying that here, see that carefully, except file exist error. File exist error. Get it that? If you have any doubt about that, get it that as it is. File exist error, you get it. I say print off. What does that say? I say file already exists. File already exists. I say file opened in which mode? Exclusive mode. Exclusive mode. Exclusive mode. Successfully. Now I'm saying that. Now you see this once. You are getting what? File already exists. Now I'm saying something like new. So KVR.data I'm taking. Is this file already there? No. Now it is opened exclusively. Now you see students, this is open and it will execute this one and come out of that and will print it. See that you execute it. What is happening? You see exclusively opened successfully. File name is this X mode. Readable is what? False. Only writable. I am within the indentation. False. File is active. That is false. It is out of the indentation. File is closed. Yes, true. Are you following me? Run this code once again. You see dir KVR.data created with a 0 size. Now you run this once again, student. Run it. You will get file exist error. File already exists. Did you understand X? Right. Take this and write here what? X plus you say. X plus you say. Here also it will give you what? File exist error. 5. File exist error will come. File exist error came. Now I will go for what? KVR1.data. Now it is opened successfully. And name is same. Readable is true. Writable also what? True. See that. You execute it. You see. Readable true. Writable true. Yesterday what we discussed. X plus mode. Indentation block. Same as other answer. Only thing is this is changing. You run it. See dir here. KVR1.data created. Now I will run my code once again. You will get same error once again. What is that? File already? File already exists. You see that file already exists. Did you understand this modes demonstration? Read, write, R plus, W plus, where true, false, readable, writable, everything we discussed it. And let us enter into the coding part. We learned how to create the file. Now we need to write the data to the file. With these examples, we understand that how to open the file in read mode, that is R, W, X, etc. we shown you. Now we will go for it. Same type of thing. We can write it in PyCharm also. There is no doubt in that. There is no doubt in that you go for PyCharm. My dear student Shubham, don't try to feel like PyCharm will give you some luxury. Edit Plus will give you non-luxury. Don't think like that. For your satisfaction, once again, I will do it. See that. I'll go for it. I'm going to give you Shubham.py. See, my dear student. In this case, you see, right, run this code, KVR1.data, where it is created in the 6 p.m. files only. You just follow me, students. I already told you once, you don't keep something in the mind. PyCharm will execute something and Edit Plus will do something. Don't feel that. I'm just copied as it is or not. You run this code. See that what is happening. Same to same or not. Observe the file name KVR1.data created or not. Any difference? Huh? If any difference is there, myself only will tell the difference. Don't think like that. Run it once again. This one error will come or not. What is that error? What is the difference? Any difference? Huh? Shubham, my dear student Shubham, are you following, student? So, coming to the point of it, what exception is coming here? Right. Shoaib Khan, look at that. File exist error is coming. I am showing the exceptions one by one. So don't direct me what to explain, what not to explain. Mr. Shoaib Khan, listen the class carefully. Are you able to follow? So whichever is coming, I will explain that exception at that point of time only, and don't expect me according to the written things. Don't expect immediately I will explain that. It is not an academic textbook. Textbook is written by the author according to his point of view. He did not face the students. I will face the student in the understanding order. I will discuss. Are you following? The person who is writing textbook, he cannot explain to students. So you need to have the order of the subject is important. In a orderless, if I go, student cannot understand. Right? That's why Listen carefully. I will explain all the exceptions. Carefully keep the concentration. It is my advice and request for every student also. Shall I move forward? Now I am going to enter into today's session. How to read the data, how to write the data to the file. So if I look into my index, if I go to my files, index of the files, if you look at, what are the files we have done it already? You know some files and everything in our class. So here I will take it. Now observe it. Types of files, modes you understand, a number of approaches to open the files, and whose examples also done. Now I'm going for what? Writing the data to the file. That is my topic which I'm going to start with. Writing the data to the file. So I'm going to say writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file. Similarly, I will go forward. Reading the data to the file, from the file also I will explain. So carefully follow and you will get everything in the class. And you did not expect that much big content. So when I am saying that, try to follow carefully. Reading the data from the file, I'm going to explain. So try to follow me carefully. So here I'm going to say writing the data to the file. So how to write the data to the file I'm going to discuss. Okay, now students, what we did? We know how to open the file in read mode, write mode, etc. Now we are going to learn how to write the data to the file. To write the data to the file, we have two predefined functions in the object of file pointer. In the object of what? File pointer. You know file pointer object is of which type? Text IO wrapper. What are the two functions? They are, first function is called what? Write of. Second function is called what? Write of. What is that? Write lines function. I will explain what is write function and what is write lines function. Write function and then write lines function. Easy, students. Not at all difficult. So let me take it write function once and I will explain. Next I will take write lines function. Simple 2 minutes job. Let me go for that. I'll write it. Let me take up description. Syntax. Observe the syntax. File pointer dot. What is the function name? Write of. I'm saying that str data. Do you remember when I'm reading the data from the keyboard, input function reads the data by default in which format? str format. Similarly, when you are writing the data also, by default it will be taken in which format? Suppose I want to write the number called 10. 10 is actually which type? Int type. I want to write in the form of str. What I will do? Typecast. str of 10 you say. 10.34. What is the type of 10.34? Float. You write it as what? str of 10.34. You write like this. Now I'm going to say file pointer dot write of str data. Now I'm going to decide here file pointer dot write of str data. So I'm writing this function is used for, careful student, this function is used for writing any type of data to the file in the form of what? str. If we have any data other than str, you will convert into which type? str type. Then I can write the data. I will go to the example. Write lines function, same to same, I'll carry, but there is a small difference. Write lines of, I will write it here, iterable object I will write it. Iterable object purpose, they are using this. Iterable object. This function is used for writing any type of iterable object data. Any type of iterable object data. Iterable object data to the file in the form of which type? str. I'll go for both examples. Now I will show you the example. I will write here example. I will write the code name and I will take this as an example here. So see the example now, both right lines and this one. Shall I go for it? Now see that file new, and I can execute the same program even in Python, PyCharm also, no problem. First let me do it. Why I am preferring is because it will give you some clarity in the letters and all those things. Copy, paste, execute the same thing. I'll show you that. Program for, come on, writing. First example, basic example. Address of different people into the file addr1.data. I want to write row sum address. Different people address I want to write it. What is my file name here? addr1.data. So I'm writing addresses of different people into the file called what? addr.data. Then tell me how do you write it? Come on. I want to write the data to this file name. So first of all, I must open this file name or not? Which mode you will open? W mode you can open, A mode you can open, different modes you can open. Tell me how do you do that? With open, already syntax is explained. addr1.data, comma W as FP. Are you able to follow? With open, addr1.data, comma W as FP. Tell me now, FP dot. How this is looking like? This file is opened. What is my file name? addr1.data. addr1.data. Who is pointing to this data? FP is pointing. Now I will write the data here. How do you write the data? FP dot. I told you just now one concept. What is the concept I said, ma? Two predefined functions are there. In which object? File pointer. What is my file pointer here? FP dot. What is my function name? Write off. FP is pointing to which file? addr1.data. So I'm writing here. Guido van Rossum. Take care, students. FP dot what again? Write off something like FNO colon 3:4. Next I'm writing here 3:4. Something like hillside. I'm writing some data there. Don't worry. FP dot write off. Python Software Foundation. I'm writing some message to my file. Python Software Foundation. So I'm writing here Python Software Foundation. FP dot, what is this now? Write off. What I'm writing? Netherlands. I'm writing. Of what? 13 I am writing. Are you following? And now what is this now? FP dot write. It is writing the data to whom? This file. Who is pointed by this file? FP. Which mode you opened? Once it is completed, 3, 4, 5, 6 is done. I am writing data written to the file. Some \n data written to the file. Verify. I am saying that verify. I am saying. Please save it now. See, students. File write example1.py. File write example1.py. See, my dear students, save this code. File write example1.py. Take care. I'll copy into PyCharm also. Don't worry about it. So, see, Sushma is asking. So many times I said that edit plus is expired date is over. What to do? I said drag that alert what you are getting in the middle of the screen, drag it and keep it into taskbar, and normally you can work like every day. I told so many times, ma. Sushma, I hope you understand my point. Py and say this now. File write example 1.py. What is happening? You see, all of a sudden, what is happening? Data is written. This complete data is written to which file? addr1.data. And this message is coming. This will display on the monitor. This is written to the data to the file addr1.data. What is happening now? Execute it. See that. And before that, there is no addr1.data. There was no file. Alphabetically, there was no addr means it will come on the top of the file. There was no such file. Today we are creating. Py, my file name is written. Data written to the file. See, my dear student, addr1.data is there or not? How much size is there? Earlier files are opened with what size? 000 size is there. Did you understand? So, coming back to this place, once you open that file, this is my file student. This is my file student. Observe it. FP is pointing. Do you know what is happening? This is called addr1.data. addr1.data. This is my data here. We are adding this data. Guido van Rossum. In the same line, next part, in the same line, this data is added. In the same line, this data is added. Are you able to follow? In the same line, this data is added. Right? Coming to the point back. Now I am going to see. In the same line, this is added. So, Sri Reddy. So, my dear student, please look at this once. Index of file. I already told in the class. Working with the CSV file. I already told in the class. Excel sheet also I am going to say that. I already told in the class, Mr. Sri Reddy. So, I already told you in the class. Please don't jump the subject. Follow me carefully. If you ask me, if I don't respond, you will feel. If you ask me, which I am going to explain further step, I will feel. So it is just a problem in the class. Follow me carefully, my dear student. So go to the plot of it. Now I am going to say, in this case, so this data, which is available, this file is there, addr1.data. Let me show you that whether it is there in the single line or not. So how I will show you? To see the content of this file according to operating system, with operating system, there is an option called type. What is the statement? Type. Type is called OS related statement. addr1 dot what? Data. See that it is available in which line? Same line. Same line. You can open in this place also, no issue. Where I can open it? addr1 dot data. You can open in edit plus also. It is showing in where? Same line, correct or not? Yes. Please go to that. Please go save these things. Now I will go for it. What is my requirement today? I want to write my data not in same line. I want to write my data in where? Same line. It is already written. Now I want to write in where? Line by line. Line by line means what? New line. So how I will do it? Go to the same thing. Run the program once again. W mode only I am using. Guido van Rossum. Say what? \n. Also \n. In every place you write what? \n. Also write \n. Did you understand? So \n we are using from so many days onwards. Now you write it. Again you understand. With open addr1.data w. Is this file already existing? Come on. Yes, what I am doing again opening in where? Already it was containing the data in the same line. But today I am writing in which line? Different lines. That means the same line data overlapped with what? This new line data. So that is nothing but W is nothing but overwritten or not? Yes. Execute it. See student. Execute your program. It is data written to the file. Verify. You verify. How do you verify? See that it is written. How it is written? See. Guido van Rossum. This is written line by line or not? Previous data overlapped or not? Check it out here also. ADDR1 dot data, open it. Is it written line by line? Same line? Previous data overlapped or not? Yes. So again, Aditi is asking, can I open in Notepad? What is these doubts? So coming to the point of it. So many, these are all very difficult doubts. Difficult doubt means very funda level. So 6 p.m. because if I don't answer, they will feel. If I answer, I will feel. So go for what? Open with what? Choose another app. What is this now? Notepad is there. Notepad is here. See ma Aditi. Notepad is opened or not? Notepad. So Aditi Verma. So take care. This is your notepad came. So go to that. Now I will go to the same program, whatever is there. I can take care in where also, PyCharm I will go for it. PyCharm I will go for it. File, new. Go to this place and say this new file. And then what? What is this now? File write. Example1.py. You paste this example. Now do the same thing. Where is it is created ADDR1 data? In the same place or not? In this place only it is created. Shall I run this code? Shubham, my dear student, Shubham, run this code. Now see, file write example1. Data written to the file. Is the file is created or not? ADDR1 data. How do you verify that? Click on that. Double click on that. Is this coming or not? Easy or difficult? Easy. This file is open. This is the data which is available. Next, I am going for one more thing. What is the next one? I want to add new data to it. New data. Today, I want to add Guido van Rossum. Here I will take it. Here I will go back. Here I am writing. I will say A mode here. A mode. Another person data I want to add it. What is this now? Travis Oliphant. So another scientist name I am writing. Something like HNO 13-14- I will say red seaside. Something like NumPy Software Foundation. Netherlands, something like 53, and the data written to the file. What did you understand with this? I am opening this existing file in which mode? And what I am doing? A new address I am adding. Overlapping, appending. Suppose by mistake, if I take what? W, what will happen? Yes, you have seen already. Horizontal line overlapped with new lines. Now, it is not necessary to show you again there. I hope you are understanding. Execute, my dear students. You execute it, run this code, file write example1.py, data written to the file. You see the type ADDR1.data. You see this now. Guido van Rossum is a data, and Travis Oliphant is available next line or run. Go to the same place. I will write the same lines of code. In PyCharm also I will go to it. See that I will take it what here? A. For example, A I am taking. If I write A, what is happening? You run it. Run this code and run this code. What is happening? Data written to the file. Are you able to follow? So look into this area. ADDR1.data. Is it coming like this or not? Are you able to follow? Yes. So coming to the point of it, Saurav Kale. Yesterday I told you already what is the use of files, data, application, banking application. So many things I already said in the day one class. Okay. In the day one class, I already told where the applications are already used. I already explained all the classes must be understandable. Need to listen carefully. Whether it is an industry or training class, you need to open the files and you need to write the data. In the beginning class only, I said this information. I hope whether you are there or not, I don't know. Okay. Right. Coming to the point back, is this data written to the file or not? Already I said the important of files. Files are used for what purpose? Data persistency. In banking level, in every sector, what is important? Data persistence is important for taking effective decisions. I said in the day one introduction part only, I said. Okay, next coming to where next? I'll go for next point of it. File write example is done. Now, this information, if you come back, if you come back to this place, addr1.data, this is written here with the A mode, you understand that it is appending. Are you able to follow? Next, how do we write the data to the next one? So this I will write it. Refer. The example is called what? Refer this example, file write 1.py. File write 1.py. So coming to the point of it, this example is written. Go to the next one is called what? Write lines. So if everybody understand the class from the beginning of the chapter, they will understand. Otherwise, middle of the class entering and they will get some doubts, means we can't do anything else. Now I am going to write what data? Iterable object I am going to write it. Iterable object I am going to write it. Go to the next one, iterable object. Go to the file, Python here. I will take program for writing which data? Writing which data? Iterable object to which one? File. What is that file name? I will take it. Some file name you take it. Something like iterable object. ITR data. ITR.data.information. Any type of extension you can give it. How do you write the data? Same with open. Come on, what is my file name? ITR data.info. ITR data.info. So, comma, what I will say? W I will write it. In the beginning onwards, I will say what? A. I can write it. Tell me as what? FP. And we are sorted in the files now only. Now we are entering into the data, different type of examples will come. So, FP dot, what is my point? Write lines. What is the syntax here? You need to pass which object? Iterable object. You take some object name. What is my obj I am taking? Here I am taking the data. Obj is equal to getting something 10 comma something like rosum. I am writing some values called 34.56 and something like true. I am writing which data? List data. I am going to write it. How do you write it here? Obj I am writing. You see, when I am writing fp dot write lines of what? Obj. This obj is called what? List type. When it is writing this list type, write lines function checks each and every value. What is my value here? 10. Which type it is? Int. It cannot write the data because I told everything in the form of which type? str type. So you cannot write the data to it. So you will get an error at this stage. So once you write this, you will get what here? Print object data. That is iterable object data written to the file. Iterable object data written to the file. So let us execute file write example2.py. File write example2.py. Observe it. Coming out of that py. File write example2.py. What is this now? Argument must be what? str, but not into. That indicates you are passing. First one is called what? Integer. Suppose if I write something like 10.45, it is saying again error. What is that? It should be here. It is not int. It said. Now you will get what? It should not be what? Float. So this point make you to understand that everything should be passed in the form of what? str. That time I will write it what? str of obj. So that entire iterable object converted into what type? Yes. Execute it. Coming to the point of it. You say dir. There is no such type of function is created. Function is already there. Because in this case, what is happening? This file was created, but the data was checking process, it is becoming failed. The file was already created or not? Because in line number 4, file created, enter into next line, and we got an error because it found what data? Int data. So definitely error is coming in this line. It was already created a file or not? Now I am going to say write the data. See that now. Start. What is the size of the file? Now we are going to write the data. Execute now. Execute this point here. Iterable object data return to the file. What is my file name here? What is my file name here? itrdata.info. itrdata.info. What is this now? Type itrdata.info. What is printed? List data as it is written. Are you able to follow? So, coming to the next area, this is called one thing. I will take it as what? Tuple you take it. Tuple you take it. Some sort of information you take it. Some data you take it. 100. And next is some data you take it. And 45.67, comma 2 plus 3j. Some data you take it. Which type of object it is? Tuple type. Tuple type. Moreover, I am writing this data with what kind of concept? This is written, and I will write the data. 1 minute you watch it. 1 minute you watch it. Run this code. What is happening? Data written to the file. Type of this. It is written adjacent to each other or not? It is written adjacent to each other. But I need to write in where? New lines. That time I will go back to my original data. To my original data. I will take this data here once again. There I will write it. Once I will write a W. What will happen? Plus, I will write what here? Plus, I will write backslash n. Did you understand this? This file was already there. Opening in which mode? That means already whatever is there, this entire line, choosing that, opening in which mode? The previous complete data is overlapped with this data. Observe it. And putting the control to which line? Next line. Did you understand? Run this code, and here you see, of course, run the program here. Data return to the file. Data return to the file, and see the type of this. It is containing one file, one object is written. Now you go for getting the data once again back. What is my data I am writing here? Change it to what? Some 100 I am writing. As I told you just now, Travis here. I hope you will understand me. True comma, some value called 3 plus 4j, and you are supposed to write it. This is called which data we are writing? How I am writing? Backslash n. Backslash n we are writing it. So, what is that? Yeah, mode, correct. That is nothing but what should I write? A mode, correct. A mode. Execute this now. Data return to the file, and then see this data. It is written in the next line or not? Next line. Next you go for obj is equal to, you write in another way called what? Something like this. You write 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, something like 40, 50, you write it. Set data also you write it. Set data also you write it. See that set data also written without duplicates. Next is called you write which one? 10 colon Python, 10 colon Python, 30 colon something like data science. I am taking like this, right? Come on, next 30 colon or something like 20 colon Java I am writing. And see this now, dictionary data also written. Dictionary data also written. See that now, dictionary data also written. So how many ways are there to write my data? 2 ways. One is by using write function. One more by using what? Write lines function. So this is called one more example. Even you can write the same program in the PyCharm also, no problem at all. I hope you are understanding this. Writing the data to the file. Easier? How many ways are there to write the data to the file? 2 ways. One is by using write off, and one more is write lines off. Write lines off function I am going to say. Next I am going to introduce one more type of thing called what? Reading the data from the file. Important. We know how to write the data to the file, and we want to read the data from the file also. Okay. one example I will go for it. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will read the data dynamically from 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 keyboard, which will read the data dynamically from keyboard and write the data to the file and write that data to the file and write that data to the file. Write that data to the file. Write the data to the file. Is it understandable? So this is what data is written here. We wrote fixed data we wrote, but we are going to write what? Dynamic data. Dynamic data we will write it. So program for writing the data to the file. So let us go to the PyCharm and I want to write the data. Program for writing the data dynamically to the file. So I'll take this file and go to this new and then save file. And what is this now? Dynamic. So I will say dynamic write example.py. Dynamic write example.py. See this now. So I hope dynamic write example.py. So say take this and then writing this. Start. How do you write now? Come on, use your logic. I'm saying print of enter the data. Enter the data from what? Keyboard. Enter the data from keyboard. In the bracket, press stop to terminate the program. To terminate the program. Terminate the program. Did you understand this meaning? Press stop to terminate the program. A simple message I am giving. Enter the data from keyboard. Press stop to terminate the program. Or press what? Quit. Press quit to terminate the program. Some stopping condition is required. Okay. Now, how do you do this now? Continuously, I'm going on entering. I'll say, while true, this type of logics are important. While true, yes, done. What should I do now? Read the data. How do you read the data now? KBD data is equal to KBD data. That is called a keyboard data. So, data, K data is equal to, keyboard data is equal to, what should I say? Input of. Already message is given. Why that message is given on the top of it? Continuously want to display. Continuously want to display. Right, Naveen Kumar, this is within the bracket. Need not to give that bracket, my dear student. If you want, you can give it for meaningful. Need not to give it. Even if you don't give it also, no problem, student. Right. So, input of. Before that, what should I do? I must open the file in which mode? Write mode. That is A mode I will open. Write mode if I write line by line replacing. But I want to open in where? Append mode. So I will write this kind of thing in where? With open. What is my file name? HYD.information I will write it. HYD.information. About HYD information I will write it. Which mode I am writing? A mode I will write it. As what? FP. Very nice. Right. Now I will write indentation is maintaining carefully, students. Then input of that KBD data, K data, that is KBD data, need to write to the file or not? How do you write it? FP dot write of, tell me, KBD data plus I will write \n. Why \n? Whatever I am writing, I need to see as it is. Well, that's all. And moreover, here I will check the value. If KBD data, if what is that? KBD data not equal to what? Not equal to what? Quit. Not equal to quit. KBD data dot lower, either upper or lower, whatever is entered, not equal to quit, then only you write the data. Yes or no? Other than that, if it is equal to quit, what is happening? It comes to where? It comes to where? Yes. Now I will write here, print data written to the file, verify, and I will say what? I will say break. Do you understand, students? Data written to the file and then verify. Break means what? Come out of the loop or not? Which file I can open it? Yes. Now I will run my code. Shall I run my code? Here what file is not there? HYD.info is not there. Now I need to run my code. So let us run this code. So coming to this. So run this now. Ajit Gupta. That is also correct. So I told you already. You can write is equal to quit. You can say break. Else you can write it different way. Anyway, you can write it. Let us run this code. Dynamic write. Take care. Now see carefully now. Enter the data from keyboard. Press quit to terminate the program. Now start entering. HYD is the capital of TS. Amirpet is a part of what? Is a part of HYD. So is a part of HYD. This class, I'm going to say, this class is files concept, and next I will say, here I am writing quit. I said. What is happening? Data written to the file. What is happening? Check it out, whether the file is created or not. Is the file created or not? What is this? HYD.info. Double click on that. Is it written or not? This is written. It is written. Are you following? Next. Again, I want to run my file, students. Once again, I will run. Next time also, I want to write the data. Shall I? Yes. Right now, I am writing in Amirpet, all students learn lot of, what is that? CS courses without reading notes. Correct? Not everything. Around 40%. Around 40%. This is my opinion. Maybe your opinion you are reading, I hope so. So just something I am writing. And the last I am going to write it quit. Capital quit I will write it. So what is happening? Data written to the file. So dynamically I am writing, students, HYD.info. In Amirpet, all students learn lot of CS courses without reading the notes around. This is my opinion. Are you able to follow? Dynamically writing the data or not? Yes. So in an organization, if you want to write a lot of information, this is only for what? I'm entering the data from keyboard. I can read the data from one file to another file. Lot of things I will go on saying that. Are you able to follow? Is it difficult? Easy. Writing the data to the file is easy. The same code you can write it which side also. The same program you can write it in Edit Plus also you can execute. The same code you can write it. You can execute the same program in this place also. And you know how to write it. You can write the same code. Where I can write this data? Suppose you want to write it in the same file. What I will do? See how I will write the data. Where is my program is available? Go to PyCharm. Where is my file is available, my dear students? You see hyd.data info is there now. Where is the path of that? C:, users, career, PyCharm, projects, etc. This is the file or not? I will go to that. I'll go to that once you see. I'll go to that place, C:, under that users, under that KVR, under that what PyCharm projects. Somewhere else there is a PyCharm projects. Under that 6 p.m. files, under that HYD info, I will take this entire thing. I'll go to my Python edit plus program. I will write here. I say what here? HYD info. Are you following me? Getting? And this U, this U is nothing but a Unicode escape. Some error will come. Just run this code. Just run this code once. Yes. Go to the command prompt, students. See, students, py, dynamic write example. Error is coming or not? Unicode error. What is this Unicode error? Here you see. Capital U. Are you able to follow? Yes. Then how do you solve this issue? I told. Yes. So, write this. Run this now. Run this now. Go to this place. So, run this code again. So, okay. So, go to this place of this. Use it. I hope I saved or not. Okay. Use in other places also. Use in other places also. Use in other places. Everywhere else you use it. Go to the place. Now see that data. Now, what is happening? So here we are learning. We are learning how to write the data dynamically. How to write the data dynamically to the file. How to write the data dynamically to the file. And I'll say quit. Data written to the file. Where can I go and check it out? In that place. In that place. In this place I need to come. If you want, you can type here also. How do you do it? Type that entire file. Which file? That entire path is there na? In our place. This entire thing I can say. I can say this one, no issue at all. No issue. This entire path you can specify. You see. There are so many ways, and this is the general knowledge, students. And don't think that type is not a Python statement. You see, and press enter key. Am I getting or not? This is my opinion after that. Here we are learning this data. Go to PyCharm there and hyd.info. You see, students. Here we are learning how to write the data to the file. So anywhere else we can write the data or not? So simple. So wherever you come across these scenarios, you will come across. Many times we are going on writing the data to the file. So irrespective of your locations, irrespective of your environments, one can write the data to the file. Understand, students? Now, online students, are you comfortable? Online students comfortable? Right. So use the conditions properly. Next, I'm going for reading the data from the file. Shall I go for this? Yes. Once we write the data to the file, we definitely need to read the data from the file or not? Yes. See that it is also easy to read the data. From files. From files, we have two predefined functions. Two predefined functions. Present in where? File pointer. Something happened. We call that guy once more. Online students, you wait, my dear students. Something happened to the keyboard daily. So escape pressed everything. Somuji is saying press escape. I did already those things. So online students will suggest lot of things. Right. So coming back to this area. Now Control Z, rolled back to that. So we have two predefined functions. Somoji, follow me. To read the data from file, we have two predefined functions. Present in, which are present in where? File pointer. Which are present in where? File pointer. Well, they are, what are those functions now? I am going to say. First function is read function. What is that function name? Second function is called what? Read lines. Write function, write lines function. Here, read function, read lines function. What is read function is doing? What is read lines function is doing? I will explain. So easy for you. Nothing is difficult. Let me take up that. Now I am going to show you. First I will go for read function. Now I will go for it. After that, some more example. After reading and writing is completing, I'll go for some more examples. Next, I'm going for read lines. Now I'm going to take up. Now observe it. What this read function is? Syntax, I will go for it. Syntax, I'm going for introducing. What is the syntax here? Variable name is equal to file pointer dot. File pointer dot. What is my function name? Read off. Read off. What this read function is doing? Wherever file pointer is pointing, that complete data of the file will be read and placed in left side variable. In simple words, this is my address file, student. Already address file is written or not? addr1 dot data. addr1 dot data. This is containing lot of lines of address, which is pointed by what here? FP. FP. What I will say now? Read. FP dot read. What is this read function is doing? Reading the complete data of the file. Now you will get some doubt. Sir, I want to read only certain data, certain portion of the data. I will tell you that also. Because in our index, random accessing is there. I will tell you that also. Only certain piece I want to read. I will explain that also. Everything I will explain. So we must have the patience to understand. So file pointer dot read. This function will read the complete data of the file and stored in left side variable. That left side variable is getting the data from the file, everything in the form of string data. Because the data written in the form of what? str. When I am reading also, it will come in which type? str. Now I am writing. What is this now? This function is used for reading entire data of the file. Entire data of the file in the form of what? In the form of what type? str. In the form of str. Now I am writing here. Variable name contains total content of file. str variable contain total content of what? File. In the form of what? str. In the form of str. Are you able to follow? Next. Same thing. I will come to this read line, students. Read lines. You see. Same to same. Already you know variable name, file pointer dot read lines. Read lines. This function, see the name itself says, this will read the data of the file. All the things in the form of what? List type it will read. List. Suppose if it is containing, you see, 1 minute you see. Go to this place. hyd.info you see. How many lines are there? First line, some 9 lines are there. All these lines are coming in the form of which type? So first line, second line, third line, fourth line, all these things are available in the form of, each line is called one value in the list. Are you getting? Earlier one will read what? Complete data of the file in the form of str. Read lines will do what? Reading every content of the file in the form of list. Used for reading entire data of the file. Data of the file. In the form of what? Spelling mistake, in the form of str. Here also, This function is used for reading entire data of the file in the form of what? List. In the form of list. Each line is called one value in the list. So it will be giving variable name contains total content of the file in the form of what? List. In the form of list. Let me go for the example. Now I will go to the same. Go to this place. Go to the place of this PyCharm. I want to print it. What is my example here? File read. File read example. File read example1.py. First program of reading the data. Okay. Now see students, I'll keep this now. I'm going to paste it. How do you do this now? Program for, what is this now? Program for reading the data of the file. Data of the file. Okay now? Tell me. How do you read the data from the file? Choose the file name, open into which mode? R mode. Come on fast. With open, what is my file name? addr1 dot what? Data. addr1 dot data. Is addr1 dot data is there or not? Yes, it is there in the same place. Suppose if it is not there in the same place, where is that? File read. If it is not there in the same place, you need to pass the path or not? As FP. As FP. Okay. Since there is no file, I will write what also? Try and except also I will write it. Are you following me? What is that exception? File not found error. File not found error. Soapcon. File does not exist. File does not exist. File does not exist. Come to the point of it. So, coming to the point back here, once you read the data, what should I do now? It is opened or not? Comma. Is it necessary to write R mode here? By default. Even if you write also, especially no importance. Okay, student. Tell me. File data is equal to, what is that now? FP dot, what is the function name? Read off. Print. Print. There is no tension. Type of which data? File data. Type of which data? File data. So I will say either you correct here or correct over there. File data. Are you able to follow, students? Yes. Please print the type. str type I want to print it. Just I want to show you that message. Just to try to print it, students. Execute it. Execute it. Now see, students. So now, except now start running this. So anything else here? Something is there? With open, something unindented. Print of what? You just accept. Okay. Accept. Okay. Red signal gone. Run this code. See this now. What is this type? str. So read function will return everything in the form of what? Now you print it. Now print the content of the file. Print of, what is that? Content of file. Content of file. I say here, print of what? Which data? File data. File data. You say file data. Okay. So just for one line, yes, for separation purpose. Otherwise, you will think that something different to that part. So file data I'm printing like this. Observe it. Execute. Run this code, students. Enter. File data coming or not? Content of the file. Are you following? Easy or difficult? Now I will do, in this case, I say fname or file name is equal to input of enter the file name. Enter the file name. Enter the file name to view its content. To view its content. Okay. What I will write here? fname. File name or file fname? File name. See how easy. Or you don't write it. Or you don't write it. By default, I need to show you that it is which mode? Yes, run it, run it. What is this? Enter file name to view its content. I say KVR. KVR.data. Do you have such data? No. What is the answer? Yes. Run it once again. Run it once again. What is the, I am entering here. ADDR1 dot what? Data. Is it coming or not? Is the data coming or not? Once again you run it, ma. Once again you run it. Once again you run it. Okay. Say this now. Enter that. What is that? HYD.info you enter. HYD.info is coming. You write more interestingly, you write file name also. Python file also you enter. Python file also you enter. What is my Python file? File open example1.py. You enter that also. Without spelling mistake, you enter. File open example1.py. Python, what you are saying, type of you are writing, not type file name you are saying. You would write it directly like this. What is happening? You see, total content of the file is showing or not? Total content of the file. See, content of the file, total program is showing here. Are you following? You enter any file. You read the same program. What is this now? File read example. File read example1.py. Same program you write it. It is showing the same program. Self reading. Easy or difficult? Dead easy. So once sir is doing, it is easy. Once you keep your own hands on the keyboard, some problem will come. Indentation problem will come. So much problem will come. Are you following? Easy or difficult? Easy. Next, I will show you the same program with what? Read lines. Shall I? So time is 7:40. Today, tomorrow? Tomorrow. Today. Okay. Today. Girls. Okay. Online students. Today, tomorrow? Tomorrow. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, students. As your wish. So some of the students are okay. No problem, students, because if you don't tired, I will explain. Because some of the students, when sir will leave, when to jump out of this building like that. No problem, students. But you see that this example. Okay. So Abhishek, forget logic problem will come when we do ourselves. Okay. So here we are coming to these points. In this case, you observe students. This read lines example, tomorrow class I'll tell you. Some more examples I will discuss on this. Suppose for example, Saturday tomorrow, special. What is the Saturday special? Suppose for 1 minute. No underground. Serious. Now in this case, you observe it. How many lines are there? Now I'm saying that tomorrow I want to write a program. Suppose I did not show you that. I will have some 20 lines, 30 lines. How many lines are there in the file? How many words are there in the file? How many characters are there in the file? I will tell you that examples, because these are all called lead code examples. Hacker ranking example, you will get it in the written test point of it. How many vowels are there in that? How many consonants are there in that? How many special symbols are there in that? You can do after explaining that example. You can do that examples. Okay, now? So don't go for. So Sagar Thakur, my dear student, I said already in the beginning, any website you go for it, our notes will contain more examples than any website. You type anywhere, you see that website content and see our notes. First preference is our notes. You will not get many examples in any of the other websites. First preference is our notes. Okay, Sagar? Right. Pawan Kumar, pattern examples I am not going to explain because I am not a C faculty to deal with that. Okay, I already told you in the beginning only. Right. So tomorrow class, I'll go for what? Additional examples using files. Don't miss it. Thank you. Good day.